It's just going to be another whisper ramble. And obviously gum chewing seems to be a bit of a fan favorite, so, or crowd favorite. So, I feel like I have this saga of misadventures with editing and recording. Like, there's always kind of something going wrong, or something that I'm just not quite prepared for. Recently, there were 4 videos that I shot that I had to just pitch because the audio didn't record from the Blue Yeti. I recorded a video one day and I accidentally hit my keyboard. And I remember looking over at the screen because I thought I saw something change, but I couldn't tell what it was. So, I shot that video, and I shot several other videos like a couple days later, or a day later. I don't remember how I was recording, but the next 4 videos were affected by what I had accidentally hit. And it turns out the thing that I hit was the microphone option. So not only did I hit it, but I changed it to go to the default laptop microphone. So instead of recording with the Yeti, it was recording with my microphones, like, or my laptop's like native microphone, that teeny little thing that's equipped to the webcam. And I did not realize this. Like, even when I would look over and look at like the wavelengths, I didn't realize that they were so much smaller. But yeah, I was like trying to sync up a video one day, and I was like, this doesn't quite sound right. It's almost as if the camera audio is better than the mic audio. And that was the case because the laptop is halfway across the room, so obviously that microphone isn't going to pick up very much at all. So yeah, I was like, wait a minute, did I just waste several videos? And sure enough, I pretty much did. I think I could get away with calling one lo-fi, but the rest of them were totally lost causes, so that absolutely sucked. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to end up buying that little dongle for my iPhone so I can do some recording with that, just to make it a bit easier. But I don't know when that's going to be. Could be any day, or I could just wait and continue dragging my feet about it. I don't know. So yeah, I woke up with a lot of anxiety this morning, all the way up till probably just after noon. Well, a couple hours ago. And yeah, I don't know what that was about or what caused it. Typically when I have anxiety, it's triggered by something particular, but in this case, I just woke up with it. I could feel it in my stomach. I could feel it all over, but I hated it. But finally, it did pass. The saga with my tooth is nearing its conclusion. It will be extracted tomorrow. I'm actually a little nervous because my brother had to get a tooth extracted recently, and he didn't have a very good experience. So now I'm kind of, I don't know, like, I've had wisdom teeth pulled before, and this is a wisdom tooth. But I didn't have a problem with the procedure or with it post-op, but I don't know, just hearing about my brother's like bad post-op experience was kind of like, oh no, I really hope I don't go through that. So like video game playthroughs on YouTube. And I got into this because one of my favorite games of all time is called The Last of Us. And it originally came out for the PS3, but now it's on the PS4 and 5. And I always felt like when I was playing that game, it was like I was playing a movie. It was like being in a movie. Like, it just felt so good. It was so cinematic. It was so, had such good storytelling. I was totally wrapped up in it. And so I was on Twitch one day and I just randomly searched it up and I was watching someone play and I was like, I can watch someone play this whole thing. So I ended up just, because, you know, a stream only lasts for so long and that streamer, like, they only got so far and kept dying and gave up. So I looked it up on YouTube and then watched the whole thing over again. Even though I played it, but I just wanted to watch it all over again, you know? So then that made me think, like, maybe I want to watch some other games be played. And that's kind of what happened. Like, right now I'm watching the Telltale Games version of The Walking Dead, which is like it's a different kind of game. It's like you choose, like, these, you have these options. I don't know what you call this. This kind of game, like, you pick and choose the direction you're gonna go based off of the options they give you. So, like, if you're in a conversation, you'll get, like, these responses that you can pick from, and the way you pick will determine the outcome of how things affect, like, things going forward. It's really good. I think I'm on the last season of this game, because this game released in seasons, and it's really, really good. But I've had kind of excited about watching this one because there's a little kid involved, and it just changes the whole thing because I don't want anything to happen to the kid. I'm always kind of anxious, like, oh my god, because so much has happened throughout this series. So many characters have come and ultimately gone that it's like you kind of get the feeling sometimes that, like, nobody is safe, and so I'm always kind of worried about this little kid. So I watched this current gameplay, which is like a total of 7 hours. I think I may be like 2.5 hours in, but instead of like watching it in like big chunks, because of like how anxious I get about the kid, I've been watching it in like 5-minute, 10-minute bursts, and then like not watching it anymore for the rest of the day. I watched a bit more than usual today, but you know, and of course some really crazy things went down, you know. So yeah, but that's kind of what I've had going on. It's just a whisper ramble. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do once this is over though. I'm like, what will I watch now? I hope there's like one more like hidden season left to watch, but we'll see. And the seasons of this game aren't like the seasons of the show. It's just the way they release the game in chapters, because it's like an ongoing story. And it's really good. It's so good. So, but yeah, it's bittersweet watching this last one. I want everything to end really good for like the main character and the kid, but you just don't know what's gonna happen. Like, when you watch the first one and you see how that ends ultimately, or is that it's one of those seasons where somebody you never thought would kick the bucket ends up kicking the bucket. And so then you kind of feel like, oh wow, so this is how things are. So anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed this ramble. I tried to do some chewing in this, but I feel like I didn't do a whole bunch of chewing. But I got this bad tooth, and it kind of makes it hard for me to chew on this side because of that wisdom tooth. I mean, even though it's not touching the wisdom tooth, it's still, you know, it's a good whole thing. So hopefully in the next video, or the next ramble video, I will be telling you about how my tooth extraction went and how I fully recovered and how I'm doing so much better. I can only hope. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video.